Hey man, we'll do what it is. Welcome to another episode of Hold Up in Another Thing, presented by Mixed Bass Media. Y'all already know the vibes. It's your boy, Mr. Bell, aka say your name up on this pod. Might not put you to mob. Man, make sure y'all listen to all the podcasts up on the Mixed Vibes. Of course, the Mixed Vibes pod with me, Quag, and George. From my perspective, with me and Dion. Hold, please. I said what I said with all the ladies over there. Distant Convos with KNS. Yeah, that's it. Oh, respectfully wrong with me and with Joe. Forgot about that one. It's always one, bro. It's always one that I'll be like, I feel like I'm missing one. Feel like I'm missing one. Yeah. So yeah, the last one, respectfully wrong. Shout out to Joe. We're currently doing top 10 of the best feature artists. We did T-Pain, we did Wayne. So we got Future coming up. I'm not really the biggest Future fan. So we're gonna see how that go.
Man, you better get on that Pluto wave, man.
Man, I've been listening in. I have been listening to a lot of Future because I know Future's coming up. And again, I'm not really a Future guy. I'm not a Future fan. With Wayne, with T-Pain, we did Drake. T-Pain and Drake was easy for me because I listened to T-Pain and Drake. Future's coming up. Wayne, we gonna break down into 2 separate episodes. It's gonna be
because it's too much music.
It's going to be, what was it? Carter 2 and Carter 2 and back, and then Carter 3 and going forward. The features. So it ain't nothing but him being featured on that song.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we really could break it down into 3 for real, but we was like, we gonna leave it at 2.
You could do mixtape features, you could do album features,
Yeah, bro.
features that's just singles.
It's so much, bro. Like, it's Lil Wayne was featured on so many daggone songs that it's damn near impossible. The other person we mentioned was Snoop Dogg. But Snoop Dogg been in the game for like 40 years?
So it's basically like, since the 80s, yo.
Yeah, so it's like, nah, hey, we want to do Snoop, but Snoop might be a little too hard.
Facts.
Because you have to do 4 episodes in 10-year increments. Like, yeah, so yeah, nah. But the voice, y'all should hear the voice about now. It's Teddy. What's going on, Teddy?
Much just living, breathing, you feel me? Happy. Bro, just fresh out the barbershop on him.
Hey, bro, I saw it. I said, oh, my boy done got fly on the
Yeah, man. I had to. It's basically about the topic that we have today. It's the reason why your boy got cleaned up, man. You know,
the boy done got fly for the topic we about to have. So we're gonna have a conversation about what ifs. What ifs in dating, or particular situations that was a what if. And it's always that what could have been, what should have been. I think it is her featuring Bryson Tiller song. What we could have been, what we should have been, if had, you know what I mean? So I feel like,
right, all of this other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so let me ask you this. Do you feel like everybody has a what if situation?
Most definitely.
Okay.
If you don't, I feel as though that you wasn't really out here. You wasn't trying. Because everybody has a situation where they sit back and be like, dang, what if me and Shorty would have got together? Or what if me and Shorty would have worked out? Or what if I'd have never actually gave her what I wasn't supposed to give her? I wasn't supposed to hit it. That's a what if too that a lot of people don't think about.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, the what ifs can go in multitude of ways.
Yeah.
What if most people think of like the person that got away type what ifs, which those people have those, right? But there's also, like you said, the what ifs on the other end of the spectrum of, now, what if I didn't do this? Or what if I didn't go down this path? What if I make that left instead of making that right? And that happens to all of us. I know I've had some what ifs in my past that I wish that I'd done differently.
We all do, dog. I can tell you, I got a whole book I can write.
Oh, look, man, I got some situations and some scenarios that we gonna talk about. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about one of my what ifs, and then if you want to share, you can go. Then we gonna bring the conversation back around. So my crazy thing is I guess my what if person also has a what if I didn't do this situation that's connected to it. So I it was my birthday, and as you know, people tend to have drinks on their birthday.
Oof. Dark
I'm,
light.
I'm gonna tell my what if I hadn't have done this first, and then I'm gonna come back around into explaining how I got here.
All
So, like
right.
I said, it was my birthday, and I was intoxicated. I was at a family function. I was talking to this young lady, and we had just started dating, probably like a month before, because yeah, it was my birthday. So I slid in this woman's DM on Facebook in October of that year. So yeah, it was a month. Uh, but we had talked. We've been talking. You know, once you start talking to a person, you really like that person. You talk to that person every day. I'm going on lunch. I'm taking my lunchtime to slide over to her crib on her lunch break, and we just chilling outside having a conversation. I remember her mama pulled up one time, and she was spooked because we just outside talking, and she got all nervous. I'm like, all I did was say hi to your mom. You act like we done had a whole conversation. We planning out, flowers for the wedding type stuff. All I did was speak to her. And then your mama went on in the house. You feel me? It wasn't even that big of a deal. But anyways, so back to my birthday. It was my birthday. And again, intoxicated. I might have sent a picture. Yep. I might have sent a picture that I should have not sent of a personal area. Imagine, I'm in the middle of the party because we had a little get together for my birthday. But again, I'm intoxicated. I'm feeling myself. I'm trying to maybe set something up for after I leave said party. Cool. That person, they got mad at me and they say, enjoy your birthday. I'll talk to you later. We talked the next day, but you could tell the vibe was different. We talked the day after that, but again, the vibe is different. They felt the way because of simple fact. They was like, I thought you was different than the other dudes, but you showed out to be the other. You showed out to be the other, like the other guys. And I was like, I feel you, but I am. We continue to talk. So what confused me about it was after I sent the picture was we still talked for a couple more months, and everything seemed like it was cool until one day she was like, "It's just a lot for me right now, and I can't deal with it." So let me start. Let me circle back around. Back to October. I slid in the woman's DMs, and I told her like, "Hey, this might sound crazy, but I got a Facebook crush on you. You know what I'm saying? Hope you're doing all right, blah blah blah." I forgot what I said. It worked. Whatever I said, it worked. Cool.
Huh?
But she had just lost her, like I told you pre-pod, she had just lost her brother a couple months. So she was like taking her time with everything. She wasn't rushing into nothing. Like I said, slid into it. We like I said, bro, we talking every day. I'm pulling up early lunch. Early lunch. Mind you, we ain't even do nothing. Teddy. I sent the picture, but like I said, we still continue to talk. So the first time she came to my crib, it was just me and her. We sent her drinking, playing Uno. Teddy, I ain't even touch her because she said she wanted to be different from other guys who's just bisexual. I'm like, ooh, it's no problem. Teddy, I ain't touch her. I'm playing the music. I'm sitting across from him. Sitting across from her. I'm trying to give her all the distance in the world to let her know, like, hey, ain't no pressure. We ain't got to go that route because I really was feeling her. Fast forward, we driving on the way. I was taking her back to the crib. She put my hand on her thigh. I was like, oh, I ain't know. She said, yeah, you didn't have to be. She said, I get I ain't want to do that, but you could at least, you know what I mean?
Could have warmed the plate up a little bit.
Yeah, she was like, you could have did that, right? I said, man, after the incident, what happened? I was just going all the way left. Like, hey, we not gonna do none of this. After I sent the picture and you took it away, we ain't gonna do none of this. Which I understand why she took it away. I ain't understand how we continue to talk after the fact.
Dog, that be the problem right there, yo.
That's the thing that's the one I didn't get. I'm keeping all the way a buck is. We continue to talk. But anyways, this was years ago. We always kept in contact, and I would try, but she was like, I'm not okay right now, blah, blah, blah. Come out later, she was like, yeah, we continue to talk, but after you sent the picture, I just wasn't feeling it no more. I was like, all right, cool. I wish you had to say it then instead of telling me that it was, you was just going through a lot. I wish you had to told me that then. So Teddy, fast forward. It's a couple years later. We have conversations, but it ain't even frequent conversations. There's every like 6 months. You all right? You cool? Blah, blah, blah. I get a Snapchat message that's talking about Aries and a Scorpio. As you know, I'm a Scorpio. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. I really didn't know what to do with the story, with the Snapchat. You feel
Yes,
me?
you did. Yes, you did.
I really didn't. I didn't. I ain't even gonna lie. Because again, Teddy, I had tried throughout these couple years to rekindle whatever the situation was.
Okay.
I didn't know and I always got told no. I didn't know. But my brother, I didn't know. So I'm like, we talked, we had a conversation, we started talking more. She started texting every day. And eventually she basically said, you ain't never, basically, I ain't never left her mind. Even through all these years, you never left my mind. I'm like, oh,
Those are words that we want to hear.
boy, ain't they? But at the time, I can't do nothing about it because my life has, hey, my life had went in other directions by this time. Because again, it's a couple years gone by.
Facts. Yeah.
So before I get into the feelings and all that about my what if situation, you got any stories you want to share?
Oh shit,
Yeah,
man.
we going straight to the stories. Man.
I could first. Let's start off with my biggest what if.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest what if probably was like sophomore year of college. I was big to me, not speaking for anybody else. To me, I was big nigga on campus. You feel me? I
Mm-hmm.
worked for the dean. I was the SGA president. I worked at the sneaker store.
Oh,
I DJ'd and I did some other activities that a lot of people on campus came to see me about. What
enough
they
said.
are? You feel me?
Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
It was this girl that lived like North Jersey, like an hour away from our school. Bro, when I tell you we was together, we did the things that we did, but like everything just never worked out the way it was supposed to. Like I didn't think I was supposed to have her. She was like kind of like, nigga, you're not supposed to have me. You won. You just won right now. So I was hyped. You feel me? We was going through it. She was showing up to parties, showing up to where I DJ'd. This is back when polo boots was big. Shorty was going to the store, bought me 2 pair of polo boots. I was in school chilling. And then we just stopped talking. Fast forward. Now, mind you, I ain't moved to Texas until 2015. Okay? Sophomore year of college was 2011. Moved to Texas. I'm in a relationship. Moving on with life.
Mm-hmm.
Get a Facebook message like, yo, what's up? It's like butt crack in the morning, dog. Like 4 in the morning.
What are we?
Nothing good happens at 4 o'clock in the morning when you get a message from somebody saying, "Yo, what's good,
Oh, never.
dog?" Shorty I was with at the time, she seen that shit, start going crazy. And I'm like, I don't even know what this is, bro. Like, let me just figure it out. Come to figure it out, Shorty moved to motherfucking Houston, dog. Talking about you're the only person that I know that lives here. I would love to see if we could be friends and, just get together and talk and stuff. And I'm like, I'm kind of in a relationship now. She's like, no, it's not like that. And da da da. I'm like, it's not going to be like that to her.
I was ready to say, hey, you might not see it like that way.
To
She,
her, she's like, what you doing? You feel me?
especially because you started it out with writing me at 4 o'clock in the morning. So from then on out, she ain't hearing none of that.
Cool. So now all the bad shit going on in my relationship. I worked at this this strip club called Karma. Karma used to be Houston's V Live, biggest strip club in Houston. You feel me? Cool. I'm doing my security shit in the back. Now, nigga, it's dark. Ain't no strip club got lights. Now I know I'm light skinned, and I know I'm big as fuck, and you can see me. But guess who the fuck walked in?
Ain't no way. Into the
I'm
street.
like, dog, what are you doing here? She's like, ha ha ha. I just knew you worked here. How? How?
But what?
How? How you know I worked here? Oh, I was
Ah,
just coming to see you, just to see, because I told you I just wanted to hang out. And I'm like, yo, first of all, you know what time I get off here?
I
One,
was
that's
gonna say that's something at work.
I get off at 6 in the morning. And then I'm going home to my girl. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, I could just stay here with you at your job while you work. No, you can't. Do you not see what's going on here? They're gonna ask me on the microphone, like, who are you? You need to move around. So
You
she
pulled
did
up at
just
the
that.
job dude?
Dog,
At the
dog,
job
at
dude?
the job, dog, at the job. Boom. Now the night over. I get my money, walk everybody to their car, doors are closed. Who's still in the fucking parking lot?
Bro, quit.
So I gave in. I talked 20 minutes. Even told my shorty about it. Hey, she showed up here. I'm going to get rid of her and I'm coming home.
Hmm.
Yeah. Little did I know, the big part of this what if story, if I would have broke up with the woman that I was with
Uh-huh.
to go ahead and just go that way, not saying that that would have worked out or anything. So whoever's listening, before you go crazy, this
Yeah.
is not this is not me trying to get this person at all. This was I would not have been put through all the stuff that I got put through in 2019 to 2025. Now, granted, something beautiful came out of it,
Yep. 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 I already know what that is. Yep.
but that's my what if. Like, what if I didn't tell her and I would have just went to breakfast with the person like they wanted me to.
See, that's the thing about the what ifs is because you don't know how it's really gonna play out.
Fact.
Because like with me and my situation, just because even me and her, we kind of was like, we always gonna be a thing, even if we ain't a thing.
That'd be the tough ones.
But what if just because we always gonna be a thing, we always gonna be a thing because we don't know what we would have been. If me and
Uh,
her, let's say we worked it out when we first started talking, who's to say we would still be together today?
who's to say something horrible wouldn't came out of it?
What ifs can, that's the thing about what ifs. They're always, it's the question mark. That's what makes them what they are, is because it's the unanswered question.
Yeah,
Now,
that was trash.
so let's go back to the feelings of the situations. In those what ifs, is there anything that you regret?
Uh, let's say regret. All
Or
right,
which
and the only
yeah,
reason why I
let me
want to
ask you this.
wouldn't say regret is because like the nigga who I am right now, compared to those situations, I feel as though like I'm so much smarter to not even be in the what if situations anymore or things like that. So all feelings aside, I'm glad that they living their life. You feel me? I'm living mine. I got somebody special that has came into my life from a what if situation. So I can't be mad. You feel me? I can't.
So the thing I would say with me is, mine is okay. The thing I regret, obviously, is sending the picture. Like I feel like that's without saying I regret sending the picture. But other thing I regret is, I had to sit up for this one. So the other thing I regret is holding holding on to it for as long as I did, because it prevented me from taking the next situationship seriously, because I kept holding out hope. Because in my head, which it was when she said, like, you never left my mind, basically, it made me feel better because in my head, I'm like, it was something there. It was supposed to be something. It just wasn't the right time and situations that happened. But the next situation, I kind of didn't put all my eggs in that basket because of the simple fact I was still looking in the past at that what if. So I end up creating another what if
Because of a what if.
because of a what if.
Damn.
I created
Damn.
and I that person had all the potential in the world, and but I couldn't get over the last situation because in my head I'm still thinking, man, I'm supposed to be with her. Because even at that point, like the first couple months after we had basically officially quit talking, we still was kind of talking. I wasn't seeing her, but we were still talking regular. So it's like, man, I'm still holding out hope, like, hey, she gonna come around and everything gonna come about right, like it's supposed to be, but it never did. So then, like I said, I created another what if because of another what if, and then I end up, I won't say traumatized or created trauma for another person, but I end up giving another person uh, heartache because of another what if.
Okay.
So that that is the two things I regret. That being said, life happens. You live and you learn,
Every
and
day.
yeah, so that's the best of it. So I had the conversation, and I was like, man, I'm gonna do a pod about this. And they was like, don't talk bad about me. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna.
You gonna talk bad about you?
Why
Ain't
would I
nobody
talk?
gonna even know who you are, bro. He ain't about to say your name. He said it
Yeah,
in the beginning of the pod.
don't say names on pods, G. You know what I mean? And then like now we in a cool space. So
I'm
no,
definitely not about to say your name on this show.
I'm not ready to throw no. I ain't even gonna throw no shade. You feel me? Everything played out in the way that it happened. It is what it is. You move on, and then you go on. Hey, you go on about that. Let me ask you this though. This is gonna get personal.
Okay.
if you can say it ain't even got to be the what if you sure, but if it's a what if that's in your past, what would be something you say to that person now?
Honestly, nothing anymore, bro.
Mm,
Cause it's like if it's all right in the situation that I'm in right now
mm-hmm.
and who I'm dealing with, I'm cool. You feel me? Like I don't need to revisit anything. All they are a what if that I thought about, cared about for a little bit, threw that shit up out the window. Got more shit in my fucking basket that I need to take care of compared to thinking about like, dang, what would I say to this person? I'm gonna say shit to y'all niggas no more, yo. Fuck it. That shit done. You might be able to get a fucking high. You might. You might.
Ain't no guarantee on that.
Nah, fuck no. Fuck no. Let me tell you why. Because, first of all, a lot of what ifs in my head
Mm-hmm.
at the age that we are either married, still with their baby daddy,
Mm.
or out here doing God knows what.
Yeah.
You live and love the life that you have. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to hug on the person I hug on. I'm going to lay next to the person I lay next to. I'm going to hold her. Uh, fuck all y'all. The what if is null and void, motherfucker. We here.
What you said.
Sh- She is the what if. And the what if was granted. And we here. Happy. Ah.
I said, see, the thing with me is, and what I would say is, if I'm gonna speak on that situation, I already said it all. So that's everything I ever wanted to say to that person. I said,
Cause we not
uh,
sugarcoating shit, nigga. We ain't gonna there's no point in sugarcoating shit.
another thing is, I'm an open book too. I'm gonna keep it all the way a book. If I feel a way about something, I'm gonna say it. If I like something, I'm gonna say it. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say it. But what I meant is what I said. I had already
Right.
everything I ever wanted to tell. Like I said, with me sending the picture or whatever. Hey, I was intoxicated. All my stuff, but I am genuine. I am everything I did for you was genuine. Everything I ever said, I meant. You know what I mean? I already said all that. So that's why I'm like, ain't really no more. It ain't really nothing else for me to say because I already said it all. Cause I'm gonna say it then. And that's just gonna be it.
Facts. And if
Um,
you like it, you like it. If you don't, sorry. This is my truth.
I was getting ready to say, at least you know my truth. Yeah, at
'Cause
least that. Do you have a what if that taught you something that gave you a life lesson that you going to remember forever?
right now, I'm dealing with it right now. So, not to give too much of what's going on, bro, but I dated this person and we went out on a couple dates and she literally told me like, "Hey, what you looking for is not what I'm looking for right now, bro. So, I can't do this. I'm not trying to drag you along, none of that." So I was like, "Cool." I gracefully bowed out, you feel me? I wasn't hype, wasn't going off on her. I was just like, no problem. Months later, got a
Yep.
random hey. And at first I didn't know what to do with it, yo. Cause I didn't know who it was at first. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I was going to say, hold on, wait a minute, time out. Because when I got the Snapchat message and I was like, I don't know what to do with it. He was like, nah, you knew what to do. I was like, nah, I don't know what to.
I didn't know who it was at first, yo. I got scared. Like I thought it was a scam. And then next thing you know, everything came through. And now a month later, we we good. You feel me? Niggas is happy. It taught me just basically from the beginning, like don't be counting everybody out. Cause like just because somebody not ready right now, if they have the availability to just like communicate that instead of just, oh, I'm not doing this, bye. Like she communicated with me, she told me what was up. I was able to be a grown up and take it as a grown up, but now it's just like kind of a little kind of a little spit about this one. You feel me?
Damn, man.
She she touched soft spot for a nigga. You feel me? So that's the lesson I learned. I learned that you can't count everybody out just because you feel as though like this person is telling you what it is in the beginning. You can sit there and be like, damn, but what if we got together? No, think about it for a little bit, see what happens. If it don't happen, the what if is null and void. If it does happen, your what if just got granted. Figure it out. See what the what if was like. Once you figure that out, I promise you, your day is gonna be easy. It's gonna come to you like nothing. Cause it come to me like nothing now. She's amazing. You feel me? So I found out my what if. My what if was actually granted, and it could turn out to be amazing. It could turn out to be something else, but I just happen to find the good side of this what if.
So I have a bunch of what if lessons that I was told.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh, let me start. Especially because you when you was talking, telling that little bit right there, I came up with two more what ifs in my head, and one of them was a lesson. Uh, so let me let me let me go in order here. The lesson that okay, the what if that I had already been talking about. The lesson that I taught from that was at some point you gotta let bygones be bygones and go on about your day.
Okay.
Like at some point, you holding on to something's gonna end up hurting you in the long run.
Thanks.
So just let it go. That ain't no shade to nobody. Let me say that. Ain't no shade to nobody, but sometimes you gotta let stuff go so you can move on. So you end up hurting yourself. Then, like I said, I end up hurting somebody else in that run. Uh then you brought up people saying what they want in the beginning. Here's my what if. Here's the what if lesson I was taught from that was a person to say that and then do everything else that's like, you know, relationship type stuff and still be like, hey, I don't, but at this time, I don't want this. I'm like, the lesson I taught from that was, well, you better be careful because they still pay attention to what they saying, not so much to what they doing. Because I learned that lesson because I was paying attention to what they was doing. Brother was eating good, sex was good, we vibing. I'm thinking it's something more than what it is. But then at the end of the day, that person's still like, nah, I don't want a relationship. I don't want none of this.
Well, she hit you with the Tyler, but we friends though.
But friends, look, Teddy, I hit her before, but she had said that. And then I gave her one more try. I was like, hey, I'm about
Oh
to
man.
look, I'm about to start getting serious with somebody else. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I cool. I respect it. Remind me to tell you that off pod. It's more to that story, but we're gonna save it for off pod. You know, it's more to that. But then you stop like current situations. I had my current relationship was created off of what if. Because I was open when I'm dating, I'll tell you, like, hey, I'm dating other people. So don't when I tell you is we exclusive, or you come to me and say, let's be exclusive, and we had that conversation, cool. But until then, I'm dating other people. I ain't sleeping with everybody, but I'm dating other people.
Hold on. Before you go any further, y'all hear what he just said? He said he's dating and not sleeping with other people. So just so y'all understand out there, there are men that are out here that are dating and not just fucking everybody that they date. Okay, I
Facts.
just wanted to make sure that that was mainline and mainstream, because men get the worst rap in the world when people hear the word, "Oh, you're dating." No, that means you're just fucking everybody. No, it doesn't. Okay, it
No,
does not mean that.
it doesn't mean that just like you said, I'm capable of having conversations and getting to know somebody without sticking my penis in them. I don't. I don't think that's too crazy. Personally, I
Jesus.
don't. I don't think that's too crazy. We as mature men, we can do that because, but we also the men that's looking for more than what.
And just some shorty. No disrespect.
Talk to him, Teddy.
Listen, Coochie cool. A nigga 99% of the time ain't gonna turn it down. Okay? Talking phases, if you got a real genuine nigga, he trying to figure out who the fuck you are.
Mm-hmm.
That coochie shit, that shit is just an extra drop in the bucket. We want to know who you are to see if can I be around you while I'm sober? Are you
Mm-hmm.
cool enough to be around while I'm sober? When I'm fucked up, are you the person I want to be around? When I'm fucked up, are you the first person I want to call? Because I'm fucked up. Can I actually take you out on a date?
Boy, come on.
Can I be in public with you? Do I
Mm-hmm.
want you in my vehicle? Do I want your presence to walk through my front door? These are questions that we ask as a mature man, in my opinion.
Oh, you.
I
I don't.
don't
It's one.
want to be out here slipping and sliding at everything that's wet. That shit is trash. Let me say it again. That shit is trash. Sorry,
You good.
that's my friend.
But look, there's another question that we gotta ask, especially me and you. We both parents. So I gotta be able to, in the talking stage, see if you worthy enough
To
for you
even meet my child.
to meet my child. I also gotta see if you maybe worthy is the wrong word, but it's also the right word when it comes to my child. But if I want you around my child, if I want you around my family, because I'm a very family oriented person, I'm with my peoples all the time.
That's
So I need to see if you gonna fit in the most. If I'm gonna bring you to my sister's house and my mama's there, and my mama ain't gonna give me the side eye.
I
These,
tell every woman, listen, unless I know I'm about to marry you or want to marry you, you ain't me and my mother. My mother is a New Jersey woman. That mouth ain't always nice.
mm,
So I'm not about to put you in a situation. I'm not about to put her in a situation. I'm gonna keep the peace because I gotta take care of that woman if you here or not. Either way,
what you said. See, me, that's one of the requirements with like I ain't gonna say requirement, but I gotta see if you can fit in the family mode because I'm with these people. You know, like football is coming up. We at my sister's house
yeah,
every Sunday watching football. You probably gonna want to kick it because most females they want to kick it with you all the time, whether you with your homeboys or you with your peoples. All right, for us to see if it's gonna work, I gotta bring you around my peoples. Most of the time, it's just me. I start with the cousins, and I see if you can mingle with the cousins that's my age, and then I bring it to my mom and my sister. That's how it always planned out. Somehow, the last three relationships, the last three talking stages, my uncle seen them first. I don't know how that happened. He was in the car with me. I don't know. He seen him first.
nigga said nephew.
Hey, if uncle say nephew, I see you, boy. That means we got to go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? Because everybody want that stamp of approval from us.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Everybody want that stamp of approval from us.
Nah, facts. Especially if we had somewhere outdoors. Cause I'm always gonna be the loud. That's you. That's you. Yeah.
If if your uncle don't say, "Is that you?"
You gotta go. Like you, nah, for real. You really gotta go.
Yeah, yeah.
I
If
don't give a fuck how. Unks could come in all ages. You need at least one.
Yep,
No
one
matter
of them.
how old they are, you need what to just be like, that's you? And they got a smile out there too, because sometimes unks be saying that's you and being like, all right.
You want the positive, that's you. Not the,
Yeah, you want the hype one, like, that's you?
yeah,
Yeah.
not the, ah, that's you.
Okay.
All right. Hey, if you like it, I love it. You feel me? If you get hit without you, hey, you know what I mean? But now back to my current. We we like I said, we talking. I had another day playing. Everybody know, like Wednesday through Saturday, I got the key. So I'll be chilling. Sundays, it's football time. I'm down with the family. So my date days is Monday and Tuesday. I told her, I said, my current relationship, I said, hey, next Tuesday, what you doing? You won't kick it. She said, yeah, that's fine. We planned the date. And then before we left, she said, so what you doing next Monday? I was like, I got some stuff going on. I said, she said, oh, that's what's up. That's cool because, whoever you talking to ain't going to amount to what we got. So you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's what's up. So my what if is, the what if that led me to this situation is because it was Sunday and I'm looking at the phone like, do I text the person I'm supposed to kick it with on Monday? And set up the reminder, like, hey, we still lined up for this. But it was something about when a person say, "Nah, you go ahead and do that," because I know I'm better,
Yeah, it make you sit back and be like, what you know that I don't know, yo? Like,
Teddy, because that's what I did. And plus, it's the cocky confidence for me. That's one of my turn-offs. One of these days we have to talk about non-sexual turn-offs. We're gonna have to have a
dog,
talk about non-sexual turn-offs.
I'm right there with you, yo. Like,
That's my number one.
show me you about this.
Oh,
Word? That's how you feel? Bet.
so so go ahead and do that. Yeah, I see you on Tuesday. Yeah, no, let's just say I didn't go on a date with the other person on Monday, and I did hit her with the "What you doing? You trying to?" You know what I mean?
Cause nigga, that right there, yo, on some real shit, I feel as though that's one of the sexiest things a woman could do that's non-sexual. Like that cocky fucking assholeness, like, yeah, nigga, whatever. My favorite one, tell that bitch what my pussy tastes like. Ma'am, I will, but damn, god damn. Could have been more subtle about it. Look,
Nah, keep it a buck. We grown out here. Hey, we know what it is.
nah,
Hey,
facts.
yeah, tell her what I said too. You know what I mean? Hey, like you said, the cockiness, the arrogance. Whew, hey, they gonna hold you, boy. It's got to do something. It's gonna do
Chef's
something.
kiss, yo.
Look, man, Teddy, we're gonna have to set up the next pod because we are ready. Because that's the next one. Non-sexual turn off. That's gonna be the next pod. But before we get out of here, one more question about what ifs.
All right.
Do you think you somebody's what if?
Oh shit. If I am, bitch, you lost.
Hey,
No, let me stop.
look, that's a perfect way to end it right there. I told you. That's a perfect way to end it right there. Hey man, Teddy, I appreciate it, man.
Always, man. Always, man.
Hey man, thank y'all for listening to another episode of Hold Up in Another Thing presented by Mixed Vibes Media. Y'all already know the vibes. It's your boy Mr. Ben, aka say your name up on this pod. Might not with you to ma. Y'all be easy.